Have you ever sat back and said, what do I do? I just got involved with a business, or I just, joined an opportunity or joined an affiliate, you know, company or product. How do I launch this thing? How do I start my business? Well, in this video, and I'll try to make it as short as I can, but there's a lot to it. I want to talk about launching your business. So let's talk about the first things first. Okay, you've got to decide what your business is, and because there's a big difference between launching, say, an affiliate business and then launching a product-based business, something that you've got to set up for products and sell products individually. An affiliate-based business, let's say I'm going to start, promoting my Amazon affiliate link, or maybe I'm involved with a software program that's really helping me and I really love, and I'm going to start, promoting that affiliate. Well, basically everything's done for you if they've done their affiliate, set up right and everything, and you just start promoting and putting posts out there and maybe putting some value in at the end, a call to action, and you give your link and you're ready to go. Okay, it's really simply completely different than if you've got a product. Okay, if you've got a product that you're going to be launching, you're going to want to really take the time to put a funnel together, maybe even a website, make sure everything tracks from, the time they opt in, the email sequence that goes out afterwards, to the purchase page and the order page and the thank you page and all of these things. You want to do all of that correctly, okay? I'm going to talk about that because that's really a business. An affiliate marketing thing is, it's relational to the work you have to do for what you're going to get paid, right? If let's say you're in a resale, you have a resale product like a what they call a PLR, private label rights, where you got a product, you can private label it, make it your own, and then sell it, or you got master resale rights on something where you have purchased a product and now you can resell it and put your own branding on it and do all that stuff. Okay, significantly different, right? You're going to need to make sure that you get all the pieces in place. If you're coming from the affiliate world, you might think that, okay, yeah, I want to do this real quick, but I want to start making money. I want to start making money. And and you can have that mindset and that thought process, but it's only going to defeat you in the long run, because it's not going to work like that. It's not as easy as just sending your link out, right? There's a lot of pieces that have to go in, and so you've got to take the time to put all of the pieces together, decide what you need to launch your business, right? It's like you just bought a McDonald's franchise. You don't just go. Maybe you bought it from you bought the building, it's already there and everything else. You don't just say, okay, open the door. You have no employees, you have no buns, no burgers, no fries, no oil for the fry machine, the deep fat fryer, and all that sort of thing. There's a lot of preparation. It might take you 6 months before you can have your grand opening, but you want to do it right. Right? The last thing you want is to pre-launch or launch your video, your product, and then have somebody go through and have an extremely bad experience with it. The order doesn't work, the thank you page doesn't come up, they don't know how to get to the product, nothing's working right, and they're maybe not getting the support because you're not set up for that. You didn't even get an email. None of that is working right. So your first person that you sell the product to is very unhappy, and trust me, they're going to tell people about it. So we're going to talk about how to do this right and how to manage your expectations so that you don't get carried away and start doing things that will cause you more heartache and more time eventually to really get a good product out. So on to the next one. Okay, for me, the first step has always been to map out the pieces, right? Get everything kind of written down as to what I'm going to need. Like, okay, I'm going to need to put my funnel together. I'm going to need to put a series of emails together, and I would certainly recommend, 5 to 10 emails, because we know it's, 6 to 7 times of touching somebody before they actually buy it. And that's not everybody, but a majority of the people. Make sure I've set up my merchant account to get the payments, make sure in my funnel I've set up the order form, and then make sure I've got a really good thank you page that lays out exactly once they purchase how they go about getting everything that you've promised them, meaning that the product that they're purchasing, any bonuses that you have, all of that stuff. So I would sit down and, either on your computer, for me, that's how I do things. I open up a note and I go, okay, here's what I need. I need to put together a funnel, and the funnel is going to comprise of a squeeze page, because by definition, the power in the funnel and the only purpose that it's like the Terminator, right? He does one thing and it does it well, right? It collects people's information and takes them through a process, right? But if you can't collect their information, then you can't drip on them. You can't continue to promote other things to them and so forth. So you want to have a squeeze page, short and sweet, just boom, something that has a lot of sizzle to it, gets their attention. Then once they opt into that, then it takes them to an info page, or what we call a sales page. It goes through all the details, right? A lot of social proof of testimonies, maybe a video, exactly what they're going to get, and so forth. After that, you're going to take them to the order page, right? So this is how they order. Take them to that page, they order it, and once they order, then the thank you page, which then lays out. It's not just, hey, thank you for your purchase, right? And I see so many people do that. You want to lay out in detail exactly what you do, thanking them, and any, bonuses that you've given them, any freebies that you've given them, exactly how to get the product that they, if they've got to set up a membership, how to do that, where to log in, everything that they need, step by step, okay? So that's what you want your funnel to do. And then, of course, you can get into a lot of detail with bumps and add-ons and all that other stuff if eventually you want to get there. But I'm talking about just getting things going so that you can, start, okay? Then obviously the next thing is that you want to, find a system, that, and actually this is before that, right? A good system to start off with if you're just a beginner is a system.io. It's systeme.io, right? System with the ENEN.io. And because they have a free, now you'll grow out of the free part of it very quickly and understand if you're going to have a business, there are things you're going to have to pay for. But it's free, and it does a couple of things. One is that you can create a funnel in it. You can also attach like a Stripe account or PayPal and things like that. And you can also set up an autoresponder with emails and everything else. So decide on what you're going to use for that program to do that. If you're not a designer and you can't build your own and you don't already have a system in place, maybe you have ClickFunnels and Aweber or ActiveCampaign or something already in place. But if you don't have any of that, system.io is a good place to start. Put together your funnel, lay out what your funnel is going to do, okay? Put together your emails. Make sure all your domains are connected properly. Make sure all this is working, and take the time, because if you don't do this right, it will explode. I can't tell you over the last, couple of weeks how many people I've been working with that, one thing was just wrong, right? And they got excited and they sent it out to somebody and it didn't work, and the person they sent it to was all frustrated and thought they were unprofessional and had nothing but issues, right? It's a bad way to introduce yourself to the world, right? Now you can, in preparation for the launch, you can start, getting on social media and doing your value-added posts and so forth, which should be a majority of what you're doing, and then say, hey, guess what? Coming this next month, we're getting ready to launch our new product and everything. Stand by, be excited about it. Give them a pre-launch look at what's coming, but just don't give them any links and don't send them anywhere and do anything like that. So that's where you need to start, is lay out, and I certainly recommend either on paper or on your computer, lay out exactly what you need and the steps you need to take to get this thing going. Okay, last but not least is putting it all together. So once you've decided on the software you're going to use to put this together, like the funnel system or how you're going to do that, and you've put down on paper or on your computer exactly, what you need to create the funnel, you need to create, make sure your payments are all set up and everything, and then you need to create your email sequence and everything else. Now what you need to do, you check out make sure your pages look the way you want, and go through, the design. If you need to get someone to help you look at the design and everything else, hold back that FOMO. Make sure that you're still taking the time to do it. And this may take you a month or two. Doesn't matter if in the long run, boy, it allows you to have a huge success with it, right? The last thing you need to do is thoroughly check out your funnel. Right, you need to go have maybe friends go through it. Set your product cost to like $1, and tell somebody, hey, would you please go through the entire thing? It's going to cost. I'll send you $1. I'll Venmo or PayPal you $1, right? But just check it out for me. Some family member or some really close friend or whatever. But as a minimum, do it yourself, right? Make sure you go through and you opt in, and it shows up in like if you're using system.io, make sure you show up in the contacts. Make sure that your emails are triggered and you get that first email and they're going through and they look okay, and the payment goes through and there are no issues on that, and everything as good as you can is 98% working correct and in place before you send one person to your funnel. So many people think, yep, I got it, everything is ready to go, I'm going to send this out, and they just blast their email, their link out to everybody, and then they realize, oh yeah, that's not the domain I wanted to use, oh, it's not set up right, the link is wrong, and all of these other things, and they've got it all over the place. People are clicking on it, it's not working, it's broken, and it just creates a significant amount of issues. It's not like setting up an affiliate business. An affiliate marketing, you've already got all that in place. You just send a link and they've already got a funnel designed for you or whatever, and a lot of times it's links that you add on at the back end of stuff. Now, if you want to really do a good affiliate business and you have products that you want to do out there, then certainly you want to put a website together so you can display them and things like that and everything. But you could easily just do a video on some product and give your Amazon affiliate link, and boom, you're ready to go, right? Selling a product that is a product, right? Whether it's a digital product or a physical product or everything else, takes a lot more time and effort to do it right. And in the long run, I promise you, you will be a lot better off. I've seen so many people, especially in the last month or so, reach out and say, I got started with this product, 3 days ago, and I still haven't sold anything, and nothing seems to be working. It's like you need to manage those expectations. If you're selling your product to somebody who is then going to make money with that product or use that product to build their own system or do whatever it might be, make sure when they buy that you are the best customer service that you can be, right? I'm going to tell you this little story about how important customer service is, and I'll make it as quick as I can. We're Newfoundland people. We have big dogs, and my wife is a part of a bunch of Newfoundland groups on Facebook and stuff, and we're always hearing, it's hilarious. If you don't know what a Newfoundland is or ever met a Newfoundland, they're very, very hilarious dogs. They're just big, goofy bears. They're incredibly loving dogs. They wouldn't hurt a flea, but they're just goofy. They have so many goofy traits and everything. So this one woman, she had purchased some shoes, and her puppy Newfoundland tore up the shoes, and they have a tendency to do that. So she ordered some more from Amazon, and she got them, and they didn't fit right, and she didn't like them that much, and so she said, I'm going to send them back. So, the Amazon return procedure is really easy. You go out there, say, I'm going to return it. They give you a link where you print out the label. So she packed it all up, put the label on, everything, and set it on the table, and went out to do something else. And when she came back, her Newfie had gotten it, tore it up, and eaten a part of the shoes, right? So she reached out to Amazon and said, hey, I'm so sorry, I was going to send these back. I really just tried them on, they don't fit. But my Newfie puppy chewed the back out of them or whatever, and they told her, ma'am, don't worry about it. You don't have to send them back. We're going to credit that money to your account right now. Now that is amazing customer service. Do you think there's a reason why Amazon has so many customers and so many loyal customers? You want to make sure that you're in place, because selling something is really, of all the things, probably the easiest thing. But keeping that customer, keeping that connection, keeping that relationship going so that if you come up with new products, boom, let's say if you had 1,000 people on your list of loyal customers that were happy with what you did, at least 98% of them or 90% of them were happy and content in what you've sold them so far. How nice would it be if 10% of those people always bought what you want? And you decided you wanted to put together a membership for $25 a month, and 10% of that, 1,000 or 100 of those at $25 a month, that's $2,500 a month residual income coming in. So that part of putting it all together, that final part of making sure your customer service and your follow up and the thank you and all of that and the emails and everything, because you're going to have a set of emails for people that opt in to get them to purchase, but then you're going to have another set of email because once they purchase, you put them on another list, and now you've got another set of emails that it goes out to those people that have purchased, just to encourage them. Maybe you collect their birthday so that you can send them something on their birthday. All kinds of different things that you can do. So I hope this has helped. You want to launch so that you end up like the rocket in the picture, out in space, safe and sound, and everything is working. You don't want to end up like the picture before that where everything blows up in your face and you're flying through the air, right? You need to make sure you take the time, sit back, and launch your business the proper way. And remember, this amount of time to launch it correctly is small compared to the amount of time that you can have it up and running and making money for you and your family and creating a legacy. So I hope this has helped. God bless. I can't wait to see you on the next one.